Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Memorabilia Mondays / Tuesdays. Apologies, I crashed last night watching the banquet for the Indy 500, and it's been a really very busy month, whirlwind, preparing for the show. Craig and I just want to thank everybody that came out to the world's largest racing memorabilia show Thursday, Friday, and Saturday before the race. Is one of our best ones yet, and we're already looking forward to next year. Hope you guys found lots of good memorabilia for your collections, and I hope all the vendors and dealers, they had a successful show as well. But tonight we're going to talk about some of the things that I picked up for my collection, as I picked up quite a few things, as I do every year. So we'll go ahead and get started. First two things I picked up are some custom die casts. These are created from Dan Bly. This is a Jacques Villeneuve Players custom, number 12 here. The gold wheels. Really like this livery. So this is the second one. The only other one that I have is his Indy 500 winner. And then the other one that I have that I purchased is this Tony Stewart Glidden. Very sharp, fluorescent orange, yellow colors there. This is definitely a fan favorite, but another Tony Stewart one that I added to my collection that I just had to have because it caught my eye. Moving on, picked up quite a few things. I picked up some of these shirts. I only collect really Team Penske crew shirts, and Roy hooked me up. He's been posting quite a few shirts online there for sale as he was liquidating his collection. I like to get mine signed. I know some folks don't, but I do. And he had quite a few that filled some of the gaps that I had. This one's Rick Mears. This was signed by Roger Penske and Rick Mears. Pretty rare one there. I think I've only seen one other of these out there on the market in the past. And these are also in pristine condition. This one is a Bobby Unser winner, 1981, there with a Norton. This one is not signed, but again, very rare. Added that one to my collection. I like winners as well. Al Unser Sr. Detroit Diesel. So this one's pretty cool. Very rare. The Hertz, I got a Hertz and a different variation Gould as well. But this Detroit Diesel is a new one for my collection. And it's signed. This is one of the newer ones. Elio Castroneves Pennzoil. I'll get this one signed eventually. But I had to have this one as it's a very popular livery to add to my collection of the newer Penske shirts. And then the Danny Sullivan there. Miller, American Racing. This one is signed. I have one that's not signed, so that'll probably be available on the market soon for anybody that's interested in that one. But I had to get the one that was already signed, as he does attend the 500. He was there this year for the anniversary of his win. However, he is pretty hard to get. And then the last crew shirt, we have this one. I have a few variations with the Norton, the Gould as well, but this one's signed by Rick Mears on the pocket, as well as Roger Penske. So thanks, Roy, for helping me with that. Very good deals there. One of the things that was in our silent auction that I bid on was 4-time winners. This one's a 16 by 20, the club, four-time Indy 500 winner club there. It actually has authentic green and checkered flag pieces from IMS. So this was donated by Collector's Den out of Indianapolis, and I got the win there. I actually have this photo signed, but this was a very nice piece. It's framed and matted really well. All right. A few other things. I do collect visors and got some good deals on a few Scott Dixon visors. I got this one here. It's the rain version where it's got a little flap on there and a little gap there for the rain when they have those races. And then one of the one-off car liveries is the Energizer. So that's one will look pretty cool in the collection, as I do have a custom die cast to match this one. So 2 visors, 2 die casts, a few crew shirts, and then also picked up this gem, which is pretty special because it's from the GOAT. It's a Scott Dixon race use helmet from 2014. It's already signed, verified. So it has the little hats off tube there on there. Shows some nice wear with some chips in the paint, but beautiful helmet there. So I was pretty speechless when I obtained this one. Helmets are very hard to get, and if you do find them, more times than not, they're going to be really pricey. I got a pretty good deal on this one at the show. So these are some of the things that I picked up. I'd like to see what everybody else got to add to their collection, as there was, 70 something different vendors, over 170 tables. They came all over from the United States. I think we had 20 vendors from 22 states and 6 different countries. Just about everything you could think of. As you can see here, die-cast, race use memorabilia, crew wear, tickets, badges. I didn't pick any of those up this year. I have a few that fill the collection, so I'll probably be reaching out to some folks. But I hope you guys had a good time and enjoyed Memorabilia Monday/Tuesday. Thanks for joining, and go Pacers.